Let's take a moment to learn from this experienced Springboard educator.
So when students are first learning to read, we often encounter when they're reading word by word. And we think about that often with early readers. But before that, first students need to understand even what is a word? What's the difference between a word and a letter? Oh, a word contains letters, and each of those letters corresponds to a sound or sounds. And all of this ties into a student's understanding of phonics and their phonemic awareness. And developing a really strong foundation in letter name and letter sound knowledge is going to help students as they become fluent readers. Because eventually we don't want students to be reading word by word. We want them to sound fluent, sound like a storyteller. And one of the processes that helps them along the way is what's called orthographic mapping. And orthographic mapping is our ability to, or the mental process wherein we are able to store words and recognize them immediately. We understand when we see the word, how to pronounce it, how to spell it, and its meaning. And this is a little different than memorizing a word, because as adult readers, we can read through a book without sounding anything out, and we may encounter words we've never read before, but we're able to read them right away. And this at an elementary level may look like a student memorizing the word, let's say, bat, but then they see the word hat and they don't know what to do, right? Because they haven't memorized hat yet. But with that strong phonemic awareness, they may understand that, oh, the B changed to a H, and now it says hat. And so as we, as teachers, help students to develop this process of orthographic mapping, we can play games with them and develop their phonics and phonemic awareness in such a way that they are continually building on towards this orthographic mapping. So we may play games with onset and rhyme. So having, word lists of similar words or in word families like aim, and then the words, quickly they're reading came, fame, name, blame, adding some blends in there, and they're able to quickly go through those. Another way would be to use look-alike words that look alike but don't sound the same. So when, then, them, this, that, what, want. Really just doing wordplay, word study of those words so that students develop more of that sight knowledge, understanding of what words look like and how they sound different. And so through these sort of skills and drills, but of course make it fun, students develop this orthographic mapping, which adds to their vocabulary pot of words they can read quickly and helps them to sound like a storyteller as they read.